Hello everyone, welcome to video 7 in our series on improving erectile dysfunction, ED. Today, we'll explore the power of nutrition, a critical factor influencing erectile function. I'll introduce 9 standout foods: watermelon, salmon, green vegetables, pomegranates, flax seeds, dark chocolate, walnuts, beets, and pumpkin seeds, along with simple preparation tips you can apply right away. Our goal is to provide natural solutions to help you effectively manage ED. Let's get started. Watermelon, natural Viagra. Watermelon is not just a refreshing fruit, but is also dubbed the natural Viagra due to its unique compounds. Why is watermelon beneficial for men with ED? High L-citrulline content. Watermelon contains L-citrulline, an amino acid that promotes the production of nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and enhances blood flow to the penis. A 2011 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that supplementing with 1.5 grams of L-citrulline daily for 1 month improved penile hardness by 50% in men with mild ED. L-citrulline study. Lycopene for cardiovascular protection. Watermelon is rich in lycopene, an antioxidant that reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease by 26%, according to Harvard Health. Specific figures: an average watermelon, 4 to 5 kilograms, contains 2 to 3 grams of L-citrulline. To achieve 1.5 grams daily, consume approximately 500 grams of watermelon, 2 to 3 thick slices. Preparation tips: eat fresh. 200 grams of watermelon provides 0.6 grams of L-citrulline, so aim for 500 grams to reach 1.5 grams daily. Smoothie: blend 300 grams of watermelon, 0.9 grams L-citrulline, with lemon juice and honey. Salad: mix 200 grams of watermelon, 0.6 grams L-citrulline, with feta cheese and olive oil. I love watermelon for its convenience and effectiveness. A slice after lunch is not only refreshing, but also supports sexual health naturally. Salmon, an excellent source of omega-3. Salmon is a rich source of omega-3 fatty acids, supporting circulation and improving ED. Why is salmon beneficial for men with ED? Improved blood flow. Omega-3s reduce vascular inflammation. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that consuming omega-3-rich fish twice weekly reduces ED risk by 20%. Increased testosterone. Supplementing with 1 gram of omega-3 daily for 8 weeks increases free testosterone by 15%, according to a 2017 analysis. Specific figures: 150 grams of salmon contains 2.5 grams of omega-3. To achieve 1 gram daily, consume 60 grams daily, or 150 grams twice weekly. Preparation tips: grilled, marinate 150 grams of salmon, 2.5 grams omega-3, with olive oil and grill for 15 minutes. Salad: mix 100 grams of smoked salmon, 1.7 grams omega-3, with arugula. Pan-seared: cook 150 grams of salmon, 2.5 grams omega-3, with butter for 5 to 7 minutes. Salmon is a weekly staple for me due to its rich flavor and health benefits. I often grill it on weekends and feel energized afterward. Green vegetables, rich in flavonoids and nitrates. Green vegetables provide flavonoids and nitrates, enhancing vascular health. Why are green vegetables beneficial for men with ED? Flavonoids. A 2016 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that consuming flavonoid-rich foods reduces ED risk by 14%. Nitrates. 100 grams of spinach contains 250 milligrams of nitrates, aligning with the recommended daily dose of 100 to 300 milligrams. Specific figures: 100 grams of spinach provides 50 milligrams of flavonoids, sufficient for the 30 to 50 milligrams daily requirement. Preparation tips: smoothie. Blend 50 grams of spinach, 25 milligrams flavonoids, with banana and apple. Salad. Mix 100 grams of kale, 30 milligrams flavonoids, with avocado and quinoa. Lightly sautéed. Sauté 100 grams of spinach, 250 milligrams nitrates, with garlic for 2 to 3 minutes. I always include green vegetables in every meal. A morning green smoothie gives me an energetic start to the day. Pomegranates. Powerful antioxidants. Pomegranates are rich in antioxidants, protecting blood vessels and improving circulation. Why are pomegranates beneficial for men with ED? Improved erectile function. A 2007 study in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that drinking 250 milliliters of pomegranate juice daily for 4 weeks improved erectile function in 47% of men with mild to moderate ED. Pomegranate study. Specific figures. A single pomegranate, 250 grams, contains 100 milligrams of punicolagen and 50 milligrams of anthocyanins. Drinking 250 milliliters of pomegranate juice provides about 200 milligrams of punicolagen. Preparation tips. Eat fresh. 50 grams of pomegranate seeds, about 1/4 fruit, contains 25 milligrams of punicolagen. Smoothie. Blend 100 milliliters of pomegranate juice with banana and honey. Salad. Add 50 grams of pomegranate seeds to yogurt or salad. I enjoy adding pomegranate seeds to my morning yogurt. The sweet tart flavor is delightful and uplifting. Flax seeds, hormone balancers. Flax seeds provide omega-3s and lignans, supporting hormone balance. Why are flax seeds beneficial for men with ED? Increased testosterone. A 2018 study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that supplementing with 30 grams of flax seeds daily for 6 months increased testosterone by an average of 10% in men over 50. Flaxseed study. Specific figures. 10 grams of flax seeds contains 2.3 grams of omega-3. To achieve 30 grams daily, consume 3 tablespoons of ground flax seeds. Preparation tips. Add to food. Sprinkle 10 grams of ground flax seeds, 1 tablespoon, on yogurt or salad. Bread. Mix 20 grams of ground flax seeds into bread dough. I often sprinkle flax seeds on my lunch salad. Their mild, nutty flavor blends well and supports sexual health. Dark chocolate, mood and circulation enhancer. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonoids, improving blood flow and mood. Why is dark chocolate beneficial for men with ED? Increased blood flow. A 2010 study in Circulation found that consuming 50 grams of dark chocolate daily for 2 weeks increased penile blood flow by an average of 10%. Dark chocolate study. Specific figures. 20 grams of dark chocolate, 2 squares, contains 100 milligrams of flavonoids. To achieve 500 milligrams of flavonoids. Consume 100 grams daily, but 20 to 30 grams is recommended to avoid excess calories. Preparation tips. Eat directly. Consume 20 to 30 grams of dark chocolate, 2 to 3 squares, after meals. Smoothie. Add 10 grams of grated dark chocolate to a banana smoothie. I enjoy a piece of dark chocolate after dinner. Its slight bitterness is relaxing and beneficial for health. Walnuts, cardiovascular health booster. Walnuts are a nutrient powerhouse, supporting cardiovascular health and ED. Why are walnuts beneficial for men with ED? Improved blood flow. Walnuts contain arginine, a precursor to nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that consuming 60 grams of walnuts daily for 8 weeks improved vascular function by 15%. Walnut study. Specific figures. 30 grams of walnuts, about 7 nuts, provides 2.5 grams of arginine and 1.5 grams of omega-3. Preparation tips. Eat directly. 30 grams of walnuts, 7 nuts, is an ideal daily portion. Salad. Add 20 grams of chopped walnuts to green salads. Smoothie. Blend 15 grams of walnuts with banana and almond milk. I often snack on a few walnuts in the afternoon. Their rich, nutty flavor is delicious and keeps me feeling strong. Beets, nitric oxide enhancer. Beets are rich in nitrates, supporting blood flow and improving ED. Why are beets beneficial for men with ED? Natural nitrate source. Beets contain 250 milligrams of nitrates per 100 grams, boosting nitric oxide production. A 2015 study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that drinking 150 milliliters of beet juice daily for 2 weeks increased blood flow by 10%. Beet study. Specific figures. 100 grams of boiled beets provides 200 milligrams of nitrates, sufficient for the 100 to 300 milligrams daily recommendation. Preparation tips. Juice. Juice 100 grams of beets, 200 milligrams nitrates, with apple and ginger. Roasted. Roast 150 grams of beets, 300 milligrams nitrates, with olive oil. Salad. Mix 50 grams of boiled beets, 100 milligrams nitrates, with greens. I love beet juice in the morning. Its mild sweetness and vibrant color make me feel energized. Pumpkin seeds, rich in zinc and magnesium. Pumpkin seeds support testosterone and sexual health through zinc and magnesium. Why are pumpkin seeds beneficial for men with ED? Increased testosterone. A 2013 study in Andrologia found that supplementing with 30 grams of pumpkin seeds daily for 12 weeks increased free testosterone by 12% in men. Pumpkin seed study. Specific figures. 30 grams of pumpkin seeds contains 2.5 milligrams of zinc, 25% of daily needs, and 150 milligrams of magnesium. Preparation tips. Roasted. Roast 30 grams of pumpkin seeds, 2 tablespoons, with light salt. Salad. Sprinkle 20 grams of roasted pumpkin seeds on salads. Smoothie. Blend 15 grams of pumpkin seeds with banana and milk. I enjoy roasted pumpkin seeds as an evening snack. Their crunchiness and health benefits make them a favorite. Conclusion. Nutrition plays a crucial role in improving erectile dysfunction. Watermelon, salmon, green vegetables, pomegranates, flax seeds, dark chocolate, walnuts, beets, and pumpkin seeds are readily available and highly effective. Try incorporating them into your daily meals. Breakfast. Yogurt with flax seeds, pomegranate seeds, and walnuts. Lunch. Salmon salad with greens and pumpkin seeds. Dinner. Grilled salmon with roasted beets. Dessert. A piece of dark chocolate. A balanced diet is key to managing erectile dysfunction. Watermelon, salmon, and green vegetables are not only easy to find, but also deliver significant results with consistent use. Start with small changes, like adding a slice of watermelon to your meal or trying grilled salmon on weekends. But there are things you should avoid. Watch the next video to learn more. In Video 8, we'll explore foods and habits to prevent worsening ED. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Video 8. Foods and habits to avoid to prevent erectile dysfunction. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our series on improving erectile dysfunction, ED. If Video 7 introduced beneficial foods, today in Video 8, we'll explore what to avoid to prevent worsening your condition. Recognizing and eliminating harmful foods and bad habits can significantly help prevent ED in the future. I'll highlight 6 key factors. Fried foods, excessive alcohol, smoking, sedentary lifestyle, sugary drinks, and processed foods, along with healthy alternatives. Our goal is to provide diverse solutions that you can apply immediately to protect your health. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable information to improve your men's health, especially in sexual performance. Subscribe now to stay updated with our upcoming value-packed videos. Let's get started. Fried foods, the enemy of blood vessels. Fried foods, such as French fries or fried chicken, are loaded with trans fats and saturated fats, which harm vascular health and increase ED risk. Why are fried foods harmful for men with ED? Vascular damage. Trans fats increase bad cholesterol, LDL, leading to atherosclerosis, which reduces blood flow to the penis. A 2015 study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that consuming 5 grams of trans fats daily increases cardiovascular disease risk by 23%, a key factor directly linked to ED, trans fat study. Weight gain and inflammation. Fried foods are high in calories, promoting obesity and chronic inflammation, which lowers testosterone. Studies show obese men have a 30% higher risk of ED. Journal of Sexual Medicine. Specific figures. An average serving of French fries, 100 grams, contains 10 grams of trans fats, exceeding the WHO's recommended limit of 2 grams daily. Healthy alternatives. Bake. Instead of fry, bake potatoes with olive oil instead of frying, reducing trans fats to 0 grams and calories by 50%. Eat fresh vegetables. Replace with a vegetable salad with cucumber and tomatoes, providing vitamins without harmful fats. Tip: limit fried foods to less than once a week and opt for baking or steaming to preserve nutrients. I used to crave fried foods, but switching to baking made my body feel lighter and more energized. It's a simple change with significant benefits. Excessive alcohol reduces sexual desire. Excessive alcohol consumption can severely harm hormones and sexual function. Why is excessive alcohol harmful for men with ED? Reduced testosterone. Alcohol disrupts testosterone production, leading to decreased libido. A 2014 study in alcoholism. Clinical and experimental research showed that consuming 3 to 4 alcohol units daily reduces testosterone by 25% after 3 weeks. Alcohol and testosterone study. Vascular damage. Excessive alcohol causes vascular inflammation, increasing ED risk by 30% in heavy drinkers. Journal of Sexual Medicine. Specific figures. A 330 milliliter can of beer contains 14 grams of alcohol, and the safe limit is 14 units per week for men. WHO. Healthy alternatives. Switch to fruit juice. Opt for pomegranate or watermelon juice, which provides antioxidants without alcohol. Moderate drinking. Limit to 1 to 2 units daily, or replace with herbal tea. Tip: track alcohol intake with an app to avoid exceeding limits. I used to drink socially, but cutting back significantly boosted my sexual desire. It's a worthwhile choice. Smoking, the destroyer of blood vessels. Smoking is a leading harmful habit causing ED due to vascular damage. Why is smoking harmful for men with ED? Constricted blood vessels. Nicotine narrows blood vessels, reducing blood flow to the penis. A 2011 study in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that smoking increases ED risk by 50%. Smoking study. Reduce testosterone. Smoking lowers testosterone by 15% after 1 year. Journal of Sexual Medicine. Specific figures. A single cigarette contains 10 milligrams of nicotine, and smoking 10 cigarettes daily increases ED risk by 27%. CDC. Healthy alternatives. Nicotine gum. Used to gradually quit, reducing nicotine intake by 50% in 6 weeks. Exercise. Replace smoking with walking to relieve stress. Tip: use a quit smoking app to track progress. I successfully quit smoking, and my sexual health improved significantly. It's the best decision I've ever made. Sedentary lifestyle reduces blood circulation. A sedentary lifestyle leads to obesity and poor circulation, increasing ED risk. Why is a sedentary lifestyle harmful for men with ED? Reduced blood flow. Prolonged sitting impairs circulation, increasing ED risk by 30%. American Journal of Preventive Medicine. Increased obesity. Lack of movement promotes weight gain, reducing testosterone by 20%. Journal of Sexual Medicine. Specific figures. Sitting for 8 hours daily increases ED risk by 40%. WHO. Healthy alternatives. Daily walking. 30 minutes daily reduces ED risk by 41%. Yoga enhances flexibility and reduces stress. Tip: stand up every hour for a short walk. Since increasing my activity, my body feels more flexible. It's a simple way to improve ED. Sugary drinks cause weight gain and diabetes. Sugary drinks increase the risk of obesity and diabetes, negatively impacting ED. Why are sugary drinks harmful for men with ED? Obesity risk. A 330 milliliter can of soda contains 40 grams of sugar, increasing ED risk by 25%. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Diabetes risk. Consuming one can daily increases diabetes risk by 26%. CDC. Specific figures. 40 grams of sugar per can exceeds the recommended 25 grams daily limit for men. AHAA. Healthy alternatives. Fresh fruit juice. Opt for watermelon juice as a replacement. Herbal tea reduces calories by 100%. Tip: replace soda with water infused with lemon. Since quitting sugary drinks, my weight dropped and my health improved noticeably. Processed foods, loaded with preservatives. Processed foods contain preservatives and harmful fats, damaging blood vessels. Why are processed foods harmful for men with ED? Unhealthy fats increase cholesterol, causing vascular blockages and raising ED risk by 35%. Journal of Nutrition. Preservatives disrupt hormones with regular consumption, increasing ED risk by 28%. Specific figures. A 100-gram bag of chips contains 20 grams of unhealthy fats, exceeding the 15-gram daily limit. WHO. Healthy alternatives. Fresh foods. Choose fresh vegetables instead. Tip: prepare meals at home to control ingredients. Cutting out processed foods made me feel healthier, and my ED symptoms improved significantly. General preparation tips to optimize benefits. Avoid overcooking. Overcooking reduces 50% of flavonoids, while steaming or sautéing retains 80% of nutrients. Combine with healthy fats. Use olive oil to enhance omega-3 absorption. Variety. Incorporate all 9 foods from Video 7 daily. The next video will dive deeper into other risky behaviors. Subscribe to our channel to stay informed and receive more valuable health tips. Like and share this video if you found it helpful, and we'll see you next time. Video 9. Harmful behaviors affecting reproductive health. Welcome back to our series on improving men's reproductive health, particularly focusing on erectile dysfunction, ED. In previous videos, we've explored positive lifestyle changes and supportive exercises. Today, in Video 9, we'll delve into behaviors that can negatively impact reproductive health, specifically obesity, sleep deprivation, and chronic stress. Understanding these risks is crucial because they not only exacerbate ED, but also affect overall sexual function and fertility. By recognizing these harmful behaviors, you can take proactive steps to mitigate their effects and prevent future issues. We'll discuss each behavior in detail, backed by scientific evidence, and provide practical advice for gradual changes. The goal is to empower you with knowledge to make informed decisions for better health. Remember, small adjustments can lead to significant improvements. Let's dive in and explore how these factors harm reproductive health and what you can do about them. Obesity, a major threat to reproductive health. Obesity, defined as a body mass index, BMI, of 30 kilograms per square meter or higher, is a widespread condition that significantly impairs reproductive health in men. It affects hormone balance, blood flow, and overall sexual function, making it a key risk factor for erectile dysfunction, ED, and reduced fertility. How obesity impacts reproductive health. Obesity disrupts multiple physiological processes essential for healthy sexual function. Excess body fat leads to hormonal imbalances, vascular damage, and inflammation, all of which contribute to ED and other reproductive issues. Hormonal disruption. Adipose tissue, fat, converts testosterone into estrogen, lowering free testosterone levels. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, in 2004 found that obese men have 30 to 50% lower testosterone levels compared to non-obese men, directly correlating with ED severity. Low testosterone reduces libido and impairs erection quality. Vascular damage. Obesity promotes atherosclerosis, narrowing blood vessels and reducing penile blood flow. According to a 2019 review in the World Journal of Men's Health, obese men have a threefold increased risk of ED due to endothelial dysfunction. This is because fat accumulation causes inflammation, leading to plaque buildup in arteries. Inflammation and oxidative stress. Chronic low-grade inflammation from obesity damages sperm quality and erectile tissue. Research from the Asian Journal of Andrology in 2014 showed that obese men have higher rates of oxidative stress, reducing sperm motility by 20 to 30% and increasing ED prevalence. Specific figures. In the Massachusetts male aging study, 79% of men with ED had a BMI over 25 kilograms per square meter, and those with BMI over 30 kilograms per square meter had a 3 times higher risk of sexual dysfunction. Additionally, a meta-analysis in obesity reviews indicated that weight loss of 5 to 10% body weight can improve ED symptoms in 31% of obese men. Obesity also affects fertility by reducing sperm count and quality. A 2020 study in fertility and sterility reported that obese men have 42% lower sperm concentration and 81% higher odds of azoospermia, no sperm compared to normal weight men, obesity, and male fertility. Gradual changes to combat obesity. To address obesity, start with small, sustainable steps rather than drastic overhauls. Begin by tracking your daily calorie intake using an app like MyFitnessPal, aiming for a deficit of 500 calories per day to lose about 0.5 kilograms per week, as recommended by the American Heart Association. Incorporate more whole foods, such as fruits and vegetables, which are low in calories but high in fiber, helping you feel full longer. Increase physical activity gradually. Start with 10 to 15 minutes of walking daily, building up to 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, per WHO guidelines. Join a support group or consult a nutritionist for personalized plans. Monitor progress with weekly weigh-ins and adjust as needed. Remember, consistency is key. Studies show that gradual weight loss leads to better long-term adherence and sustained improvements in ED. Obesity is a silent killer for reproductive health, but it's reversible. From my experience, starting with small changes like swapping sugary snacks for fruits made a huge difference in my energy levels and confidence. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Don't underestimate the power of one step at a time. Sleep deprivation. Undermining hormonal balance and sexual function. Sleep deprivation, defined as getting less than 7 hours of quality sleep per night, has profound effects on reproductive health. Chronic lack of sleep disrupts hormone production, increases stress, and impairs vascular function, all contributing to ED and reduced fertility. How sleep deprivation impacts reproductive health. Insufficient sleep affects the body's endocrine system, leading to hormonal imbalances that directly influence sexual performance. Testosterone suppression. Testosterone is primarily produced during deep sleep. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, in 2011 found that 1 week of sleep restriction, 5 hours per night, reduced testosterone levels by 10 to 15% in young men. Low testosterone decreases libido and erection quality. Increased stress hormones. Sleep deprivation elevates cortisol, which antagonizes testosterone. Research from the Sleep Journal in 2015 showed that chronic sleep loss increases cortisol by 50%, leading to a 25% higher risk of ED. Vascular and endothelial dysfunction. Poor sleep impairs blood vessel function. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Endocrinology reported that men with sleep apnea, a form of deprivation, have 63% higher ED prevalence due to oxidative stress. Specific figures. The National Sleep Foundation estimates that 35% of adults get less than 7 hours of sleep, correlating with a 40% increased ED risk in middle-aged men. Additionally, a meta-analysis in Sleep Medicine Reviews indicated that improving sleep duration to 7 to 9 hours can reduce ED symptoms by 30% in affected individuals. Sleep deprivation also affects sperm quality, with studies showing reduced sperm count by 29% in men sleeping less than 6 hours nightly. Fertility and sterility. Gradual changes to improve sleep. Start by establishing a consistent sleep schedule, aiming for 7 to 9 hours per night. Create a bedtime routine. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed to reduce blue light exposure, which suppresses melatonin by 23%. Harvard study. Use relaxation techniques like deep breathing to fall asleep faster. Limit caffeine after noon and create a cool, dark sleep environment. Ideal temperature, 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. If insomnia persists, track sleep with an app like Sleep Cycle and consult a doctor for underlying issues like sleep apnea. Gradual changes, such as adjusting bedtime by 15 minutes nightly, lead to better adherence. Sleep is the foundation of reproductive health, yet it's often overlooked. I've experienced how even one night of poor sleep affects energy and mood. Prioritizing sleep has been transformative for me. It's like recharging your body's battery for better performance in all areas, including the bedroom. Chronic stress, the silent saboteur of sexual health. Chronic stress, characterized by prolonged exposure to stressors like work pressure or financial worries, triggers a cascade of physiological responses that harm reproductive health. It elevates cortisol, disrupts hormone balance, and impairs vascular function, leading to ED and decreased libido. How chronic stress impacts. Reproductive health stress activates the body's fight-or-flight response, diverting resources away from non-essential functions like reproduction. Hormonal imbalance. Elevated cortisol suppresses testosterone production. A 2010 study in the Journal of Andrology found that men with high stress levels have 20 to 30% lower testosterone, directly contributing to ED. Vascular constriction. Stress causes blood vessel narrowing, reducing penile blood flow. Research in the Psychosomatic Medicine Journal in 2013 showed that chronic stress increases ED risk by 2.5 times due to endothelial dysfunction. Psychological effects. Stress leads to anxiety and depression, which exacerbate ED. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Sexual Medicine in 2019 reported that stressed men have a 39% higher prevalence of ED. Chronic stress and ED. Specific figures. The American Psychological Association estimates that 75% of adults experience moderate to high stress, correlating with a 50% increased ED risk in stressed individuals. Additionally, a 2020 study in Andrology found that stress management interventions reduce ED symptoms by 35%. Chronic stress also affects sperm quality, with studies showing reduced sperm motility by 38% in stressed men, fertility and sterility. Gradual changes to manage chronic stress. Begin with mindfulness practices, such as 5 to 10 minutes of meditation daily, which can reduce cortisol by 20%. Harvard study. Incorporate deep breathing exercises. The 4-7-8 technique. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 7, exhale 8. Done twice daily lowers stress levels effectively. Prioritize work-life balance by setting boundaries, like no emails after 8 p.m. Engage in hobbies or social activities weekly to build resilience. If stress is overwhelming, seek professional help. Therapy can reduce symptoms by 40% within 8 weeks. Track progress with a journal to celebrate small wins. Chronic stress is a hidden enemy that crept up on me during busy periods, affecting my energy and intimacy. Learning to manage it through daily routines has been life-changing. It's like lifting a weight off your shoulders, allowing your body to function as it should. Encouraging step-by-step changes. Making changes to address obesity, sleep deprivation, and chronic stress doesn't have to be overwhelming. The key is to start small and build habits gradually, ensuring sustainability and reducing the risk of burnout. For obesity, begin with 1 meal swap per day, like replacing fried snacks with a fruit salad. Track your BMI weekly using an app. Aim for a 1 to 2% body weight loss per month to see improvements in ED within 3 months, as per obesity reviews. Walk 10 minutes after meals to burn extra calories and build momentum. For sleep deprivation, set a fixed bedtime, starting by shifting it 15 minutes earlier each night until you reach 7 to 8 hours. Create a wind-down routine. Read a book instead of scrolling on your phone, which can improve sleep quality by 25%. Sleep Foundation. Use a sleep tracker to monitor progress. For chronic stress, practice one relaxation technique daily, like 5 minutes of deep breathing, which can lower cortisol by 15% immediately. APA. Journal your stressors weekly to identify patterns and address them step by step. Celebrate milestones, like treating yourself after a week of consistent changes. Consult a doctor or coach for personalized plans. Studies show supported changes have 60% higher success rates. Remember, progress is non-linear. Focus on consistency over perfection. Step-by-step changes have been my mantra for overcoming these issues. Starting small, like adding a short walk, built my confidence and led to lasting habits. It's empowering to see how these adjustments not only improve ED, but also enhance daily life. How can you prevent ED effectively? Watch the next video to find out. Harmful behaviors like obesity, sleep deprivation, and chronic stress pose significant threats to reproductive health, but awareness and gradual changes can mitigate their impact. By addressing these factors, you can protect your sexual function and overall well-being. Start today with one small step and consult a healthcare professional for guidance. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. According to the latest research in 2025, the global prevalence of erectile dysfunction, ED, in men is estimated to affect 322 million people. In the United States, the overall rate is approximately 24%, increasing with age. 52% in the 75-plus group, 48% in the 65 to 74 group, and 34% in the 55 to 64 group. If you are currently or soon to be in a high-risk group for ED, please subscribe to our Vital Men 60 channel to equip yourself with valuable knowledge about this condition to improve your reproductive health and the joy of your life. And in today's video content, we will move on to Video 10, How to Prevent Erectile Dysfunction. Hello everyone, welcome back to our series on improving men's health, with a particular focus on erectile dysfunction, ED. In the previous video, we discussed harmful habits to avoid. Today, in Video 10, we will focus on proactive and effective ways to prevent ED. Prevention is always better than treatment, and with simple measures, you can significantly reduce your risk of developing ED. In this video, we will recommend regular health checkups, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and emphasize the role of communication with your partner. The goal is to help you identify risk factors early and take proactive steps to protect your long-term sexual health. Let's get started. Regular health checkups. The first step in preventing ED. Regular health checkups are the most effective way to detect risk factors for ED early, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or hormonal imbalances. This is a foundational step because ED is often an early warning sign of more serious health issues. Why are regular checkups important? Early detection of underlying conditions. ED is often an early indicator of cardiovascular disease. A 2013 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men with ED have a 50% higher risk of heart disease compared to those without ED. Study on ED and heart disease. Regular checkups can identify issues early, reducing ED risk by 40%. Monitoring hormone levels. Testosterone declines by 1 to 2% per year after age 30. Mayo Clinic. Periodic hormone testing allows for timely intervention, reducing ED risk by 30%. Specific figures. According to the American Urological Association, annual checkups starting at age 40 reduce ED prevalence by 25%. AUA guideline. Comprehensive benefits. Regular checkups not only help prevent ED, but also detect other issues like diabetes or hypertension, which account for 50% of ED causes according to the World Health Organization (WHO). Early screening enables lifestyle adjustments or timely medication, reducing the risk of long-term complications like heart failure or stroke, which are linked to ED in 30 to 40% of cases. How to conduct regular checkups. Checkup schedule. Undergo a comprehensive health exam once a year, starting at age 40, including blood pressure, blood glucose, and cholesterol measurements. For men with high risk factors such as smoking or obesity, checkups should be conducted twice a year for closer monitoring. Necessary tests. Measure testosterone levels if symptoms like fatigue or reduced libido are present. Additionally, check PSA, prostate-specific antigen, to detect prostate issues early, which are associated with ED in 20% of older men according to the American Cancer Society. Tip: keep a record of symptoms to discuss with your doctor. Choose a reputable hospital or a urologist specializing in sexual health for accurate advice. If you forget your schedule, use a reminder app like Google Calendar to maintain this habit. I always prioritize regular checkups because they help me catch issues early and provide peace of mind. This is the first step to effectively preventing ED. From my personal experience, annual checkups have not only saved me from potential problems, but also helped me adjust my lifestyle in time, bringing greater confidence to my daily life. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle, the foundation of ED prevention. A healthy lifestyle is the cornerstone of preventing ED, encompassing regular exercise, a balanced diet, and weight management. This approach addresses multiple risk factors simultaneously, providing a comprehensive defense against ED. The importance of a healthy lifestyle. Regular exercise. Physical activity improves blood flow and reduces stress. A study in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that men who exercise 150 minutes per week have a 30% lower risk of ED. Exercise and ED. Exercise also boosts testosterone levels by 15% in overweight men after 12 weeks of moderate activity, according to the Journal of Endocrinology. Exercise and testosterone. Balanced diet. A Mediterranean diet rich in fruits and vegetables reduces ED risk by 22%. Harvard Health. Incorporating omega-3 fatty acids from fish can lower inflammation, decreasing ED risk by 20%, as per the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Weight management. Obesity increases ED risk by 50%. Journal of Sexual Medicine. Losing 5 to 10% of body weight can improve symptoms by 29%. Men with a BMI under 25 have a 20% lower ED risk compared to obese individuals. WHO. Maintaining weight through calorie control, e.g., 500 calorie deficit per day, leads to sustainable loss of 0.5 kilograms per week, reducing ED incidence by 31% in long-term studies. Specific figures. Adopting a healthy lifestyle can reduce ED risk by 82% in men over 40, Harvard study. Regular physical activity alone decreases ED prevalence by 41% in middle-aged men, American Journal of Epidemiology. Practical steps for a healthy lifestyle. Exercise routine. Walk 30 minutes daily or practice yoga 3 times per week. Start with low-intensity activities if you're new, gradually increasing to avoid injury. Diet tips. Include omega-3 rich foods like salmon twice weekly. Focus on whole foods, aiming for 2,000 to 2,500 calories per day for weight maintenance, adjusting based on activity level. Weight control. Aim for a 500 calorie deficit per day for steady weight loss. Use apps like MyFitnessPal to track intake, ensuring a balanced macronutrient ratio, 50% carbs, 30% protein, 20% fats. Additional advice: stay hydrated, 2 to 3 liters of water per day, and limit processed foods to under 10% of daily calories to optimize hormone balance. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle has transformed my daily energy and confidence. It's not about perfection, but consistency. Start small and build up. From my experience, combining exercise with a balanced diet has not only prevented ED, but also enhanced my overall well-being, making me feel more vibrant and in control. The role of communication with your partner. Building emotional support. Open communication with your partner is vital for managing and preventing the psychological impact of ED. Why communication matters. Reducing stress. Discussing ED openly reduces anxiety by 40%. Psychological medicine. This helps mitigate the psychological burden, as stress can exacerbate ED symptoms by increasing cortisol levels, which suppress testosterone. Strengthening relationships. Couples who communicate about sexual health report 25% higher relationship satisfaction. Journal of Sexual Medicine. Effective dialogue fosters intimacy and reduces feelings of isolation, common in ED cases. Specific figures. 70% of men with ED report improved function through couple therapy, AUA guidelines. Therapy sessions can decrease ED-related depression by 35%, according to a 2018 study in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy. How to communicate effectively. Start the conversation. Choose a calm moment to share feelings without blame. Begin with I statements, like "I feel concerned about this," to avoid defensiveness. Listen actively. Encourage your partner to express concerns. Active listening, such as summarizing what they say, builds trust and understanding. Seek professional help. Couple counseling can reduce ED-related stress by 35%. Consider therapists specializing in sexual health for tailored advice. Communication has strengthened my relationships and reduced stress around ED. It's empowering to share openly. Try it, and you'll see the difference. In my view, honest discussions not only alleviate immediate concerns, but also deepen emotional bonds, making the journey through ED less daunting. Identifying risk factors and proactive prevention. Recognizing risk factors allows for early intervention to prevent ED. Common risk factors. Age and genetics. ED risk increases 10% per decade after age 40, Mayo Clinic. Genetic factors can contribute to 30% of ED cases in families with cardiovascular history, the Journal of Urology. Medical conditions. Diabetes raises ED risk by 50%, American Diabetes Association. Hypertension increases it by 40%, as high blood pressure damages vascular endothelium. Lifestyle factors. Smoking increases risk by 50%. CDC. Poor diet and inactivity add 20 to 30% risk, compounding with age. Proactive prevention strategies. Monitor health metrics. Check blood pressure regularly. High levels increase ED risk by 40%. Track BMI to stay under 25, reducing risk by 20%. Adopt preventive habits. Quitting smoking reduces risk by 30% within a year. Regular exercise lowers it by 41%. Specific figures. Men with healthy lifestyles have an 82% lower ED risk. Harvard study. Annual hormone screening can prevent 30% of age-related ED cases. Identifying risks early has helped me stay proactive. Prevention is key. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. From my perspective, being vigilant about these factors has given me peace of mind and motivated me to make lasting changes. Conclusion. Preventing erectile dysfunction involves regular health checkups, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and open communication with your partner. By identifying risk factors and taking proactive steps, you can significantly reduce your chances of developing ED. Remember, ED can also have psychological impacts. Learn how to cope in the next video. According to the latest research in 2025, the global prevalence of erectile dysfunction, ED, in men is estimated to affect 322 million people. In the United States, the overall rate is approximately 24%, increasing with age. 52% in the 75-plus group, 48% in the 65 to 74 group, and 34% in the 55 to 64 group. If you are currently or soon to be in a high-risk group for ED, please subscribe to our Vital Men 60 channel to equip yourself with valuable knowledge about this condition to improve your reproductive health and the joy of your life. And in today's video content, we will move on to Video 11, Coping with the Psychological Impacts of Erectile Dysfunction. Hello everyone, welcome back to our series on improving men's health with a particular focus on erectile dysfunction, ED. In the previous video, we discussed ways to prevent ED through regular health checkups, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and communication with your partner. Today, in Video 11, we will delve deeply into coping with the psychological impacts of ED. ED not only affects the body, but also causes psychological issues such as self-doubt, anxiety, and depression, reducing quality of life. But don't worry, there are many ways to overcome this. In this video, we will discuss self-doubt and anxiety, suggest meditation and psychological counseling, and encourage sharing with your partner. The goal is to help you identify psychological impacts and apply solutions immediately to regain confidence. Let's get started. Discussion on self-doubt. Caused by ED, self-doubt is one of the most common psychological impacts of ED, making men feel inadequate, ashamed, and avoid sexual intimacy. This not only affects the individual, but also extends to relationships and work. How does self-doubt affect those with ED? Feeling inadequate. ED can make men feel unmanly, leading to loss of confidence. A 2018 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that 60% of men with ED experience severe self-doubt, affecting relationships and work. Study on self-doubt and ED. For example, in a real-world case study from Psychological Medicine, a 45-year-old man with ED following prostate surgery reported self-doubt, leading to social avoidance and a 30% reduction in work productivity. Avoiding intimacy, self-doubt reduces sexual desire, creating a vicious cycle. According to Psychological Medicine, Self-doubt from ED increases the risk of depression by 25%. Self-doubt and depression. In a 2020 study from Frontiers in Psychology, 200 men with ED reported that 45% completely avoided sexual activity due to self-doubt, leading to relationship conflicts. Specific figures: approximately 70% of men with ED report self-doubt, leading to reduced quality of life, according to the American Urological Association (AUA) guideline. A 2019 study by Harvard University psychologists indicated that self-doubt from ED increases the risk of divorce by 15% in couples. Ways to cope with self-doubt. Acceptance and learning. Recognize that ED is a common medical issue, not your fault. Reading books or joining online support groups can reduce self-doubt by 30%. For instance, in a 2022 case study from the Journal of Men's Health, a 50-year-old man overcame self-doubt after joining an online support group, improving confidence by 40% after 3 months. Rebuilding confidence. Start with small successes like daily exercise to boost testosterone and self-esteem. According to psychologists at Mayo Clinic, building confidence through personal achievements reduces self-doubt by 35%. Tip: keep a journal of positive aspects about yourself to reinforce mental strength. For example, a patient in a 2018 American Psychological Association study used journaling to reduce self-doubt by 28% after 4 weeks. Self-doubt from ED once made me avoid intimacy, but after accepting and learning about it, I felt stronger. This is the first step to overcoming it. From my experience, sharing with friends or professionals helped me realize ED is common, and self-doubt only worsens the condition if not addressed. Discussion on anxiety. Caused by ED anxiety is another psychological impact, often creating a vicious cycle that worsens ED. Anxiety may stem from fear of failure, social pressure, or concerns about relationships. How does anxiety affect those with ED? Vicious cycle. Anxiety about performance increases adrenaline, constricting blood vessels and making erections difficult. A 2015 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that 39% of men with ED have severe anxiety, increasing the risk of sexual failure by 50%. Anxiety and ED. In a real-world case study from Psychosomatic Medicine in 2013, a 35-year-old man with ED due to performance anxiety fell into a cycle, leading to complete avoidance of intimacy. Reduced desire. Anxiety leads to avoidance of intimacy, reducing testosterone by 20%. According to Psychosomatic Medicine, chronic anxiety increases cortisol by 30%, affecting ED, anxiety, and cortisol. Stanford University psychologists in 2019 noted that anxiety from ED reduces sexual desire by 45% in younger men. Specific figures. Approximately 45% of men with ED experience anxiety leading to depression, according to the American Psychological Association. A study by Harvard Medical School experts found that anxiety increases the risk of ED recurrence by 35% post-treatment. Ways to cope with anxiety. Relaxation before intimacy. Use deep breathing techniques to reduce adrenaline by 25%. For example, a 2020 Journal of Sexual Medicine study showed men practicing deep breathing before intimacy reduced anxiety by 30%. Seek support. Join support groups to reduce anxiety by 35%. A real case from a 2022 study in Frontiers in Psychology showed a 40-year-old man overcame anxiety through online support, improving ED symptoms by 40%. Tip: focus on intimacy rather than performance. Experts from Cleveland Clinic recommend starting with non-sexual touch to build confidence gradually. Anxiety from ED can be overwhelming, but addressing it head-on has helped me regain control. It's a common issue, and facing it builds resilience. In my experience, acknowledging anxiety early prevented it from escalating into depression. Suggestion of meditation to cope with psychological impacts. Meditation is a powerful tool for managing the psychological effects of ED by reducing stress and anxiety. Why meditation helps with ED's psychological impact. Reducing anxiety and stress. Meditation lowers cortisol levels, improving hormone balance. A 2014 study in JAMA Internal Medicine found that mindfulness meditation reduces anxiety by 25% in men with ED, meditation for anxiety. A 2019 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that 8 weeks of meditation improved ED symptoms by 30% in stressed men, mindfulness, and ED. Improving mood. Regular meditation increases serotonin, reducing depression by 30%. Specific figures. Practicing meditation 10 minutes per day for 8 weeks improves erectile function by 20%. Journal of Sexual Medicine. A real example from a 2021 case study in psychosomatic medicine showed a 50-year-old man reduced ED-related anxiety by 35% through daily meditation. How to practice meditation. Start simple. Sit comfortably. Focus on breath for 5 to 10 minutes. Use apps like Headspace. Experts from Harvard Health recommend starting with guided sessions to build habit. Tip: combine with deep breathing for better results. A study from Frontiers in Human Neuroscience showed combined meditation and breathing reduces stress by 40%. Meditation has been my go-to for coping with ED anxiety. It's simple yet transformative, helping me stay calm and confident. From my experience, even short sessions can shift your mindset positively. Suggestion of psychological counseling. Psychological counseling, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is effective for addressing ED's mental effects. Why psychological counseling is beneficial. Breaking the anxiety cycle. CBT reduces performance anxiety by 50%. Journal of Consulting and Clinical Psychology. A 2017 study in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy found that CBT improved ED in 65% of participants after 12 sessions, CBT for ED. Specific figures. 60% of men improve ED symptoms through therapy, AUA. A real case from a 2023 study in psychotherapy research showed a 45-year-old man reduced self-doubt by 45% after counseling. How to access counseling. Seek a specialist. Find therapists focused on sexual health. Tip: combine with partner therapy for 35% better outcomes. Experts from Cleveland Clinic recommend starting with online sessions for convenience. Counseling helped me overcome self-doubt from ED. It's a safe space to address issues openly. In my view, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Encouraging sharing with your partner. Sharing with your partner builds support and reduces isolation. Benefits of sharing. Emotional support. Open discussions reduce stress by 40%. A 2020 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that couples sharing about ED have 50% lower anxiety levels. Partner communication. Specific figures. 70% of couples report better intimacy after sharing. Journal of Sexual Medicine. A real example from a 2019 case study showed a couple improving their relationship by 60% through open talks. How to share. Choose the right time. Talk calmly about feelings. Tip: use I statements to avoid blame. Experts from the American Psychological Association suggest practicing the conversation beforehand. Sharing with my partner lifted a huge burden. It strengthened our bond and made coping easier. From my experience, it turns a challenge into a shared journey. Conclusion: coping with ED's psychological impact involves addressing self-doubt and anxiety through meditation, counseling, and partner communication. Start small for lasting change. Your partner can help too. Watch the final video.